Whoa. เ guys, Mario Martinez Jr. here, CEO and founder of Vengresso, and I'm excited to talk about the monthly flight plan with FlyMSG. Guess what? Every month, we're going to be inviting you to join us and learn about two things that are super important. Number one, what are we going to launch next month? And number two, what did we just launch this past month? Join us, don't miss it, and get the latest scoop on what's happening with
for the enterprise, for small businesses, for large teams, for small teams, for individuals, for business owners. FlyMSG, it's needed by everybody. Today, FlyMSG is your personal writing assistant, but that's only today. Could you imagine a future where your personal writing assistant that's smart enough to help you write better copy to the person that you are contacting? Gmail integration, LinkedIn integration, CRM integration, support desk integration. Lots and lots coming up, and it doesn't stop there. For the enterprise, for small businesses, for large teams, for small teams, for individuals, for business owners, FlyMSG, it's needed by everybody.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're coming in from. I'm Mario Martinez Jr., CEO and founder of Vengresso, and I'm excited to be here with all of you guys today. Today is the monthly FlyMSG flight plan, where we're actually going to spend some time talking about what we just launched and what we will launch, and I'm going to show you some very special use cases that you can utilize if you are an individual that is on social media, like a blogger or a social media manager or a marketer. I'm also going to take some time to actually show you some customer service use cases for FlyMSG as well. Now, many of you ask, what is FlyMSG? So let's just talk about that just for a second to make sure that we are all on the same page. FlyMSG in its current form is an AI text expander and productivity app. What does that mean? Well, we're going to help you write. We're going to help you store and organize your saved messages or templates or snippets of messages. And then we're going to help you deploy those messages anywhere you want. And in addition to that, you're going to start seeing, starting next week, us injecting some really cool AI features into platforms like LinkedIn and then into Google, YouTube, as well as we're going to be taking some time to inject all of these AI writing directly into your workflow, which is essentially into Gmail or Outlook as an example. And then we'll be bringing AI directly into FlyMSG so that you can utilize it to help you write your individual templates as well. With that in mind, the first thing I want to do today is I want to showcase to you some new things that you didn't know existed and that now exist inside of FlyMSG. And I'm very excited. This is something that the organization has worked on. Literally, it took us about 7 months to be able to launch this. Now, some of you may remember that we actually launched a feature of injecting FlyMSG into your individual workflow, Gmail, Outlook, LinkedIn, and LinkedIn Sales Navigator. And we did that back in June. Unfortunately, it was a failed launch. And as the CEO of the company, I apologize about that. Some of you actually were really upset over the fact that the platform was not working correctly or was causing all kinds of mayhem. So what we did was we went back and we did some redevelopment of this, and then we did a soft launch. We did it at about 600 users, and we were safe. Everything was working just fine for about 3 weeks. And then about 2 weeks ago, we launched something right into your Gmail. So let me not just talk about it. Let me actually show you what we've got going on here. So I'm going to actually do a screen share, and I'm going to pick my window here. So something really cool that you should be seeing right before your eyes is whenever you compose a message. So I'm going to make this large right inside of here. You have this new capability that's right inside of Gmail, or when you reply. Now, this same exact feature is available inside of Outlook Online as well. Outlook Online. So if you're using Outlook and you go to the your Chrome or your Edge browser, you'll be able to have the same exact feature as well. And so you might be wondering, like, what is this FlyMSG? Is it invasive? Should I have it here? So as an example, let's just say I'm writing a message to somebody who wants to schedule a meeting, or I am responding to somebody who sent me a LinkedIn message. I can come inside of here now and I click on this, and I can come right over here on top, and I could find any of my messages and read about this. Like, what is this message about? Because I forgot what -ZM does, right? And so you're going to see some of these things where I've colored the backgrounds, and that's why you see white inside there. Other of these, I've got white on top of black. So the coloration you can fix just by simply going into it if you want to, and taking color out if you want to be able to see it on the darker background. With that in mind, here is an example of my bio. Maybe I forgot what my -bio is, or maybe I want something to do with, and I'm just going to type in invest, and I'm going to hit the search bar right inside of here. And now it brings up every single FlyMSG that I have that has the word invest inside of the fly cut, the title, or the actual FlyMSG itself. And you can see that's inside of here. So that has that word inside there. So as an example, I can come inside of here and I can say, hey, I'm going to use any one of these, or nope, that's not the one I'm looking for. You know, the one I'm looking for is actually related to, it has the word back inside there. I think I'm pretty positive it has the word back inside there. And bada bing, bada boom, this is the one I'm looking for, BRB. Now, what's really cool is that I have the ability to deploy that right from here, and you'll see that deploy right inside of there. So if you forget your shortcuts, like dash intro FU for follow-up, if you forget that code, well, no worries. You can now take that and you can insert it directly into your email along with LinkedIn and LinkedIn Sales Navigator right from within the plugin. Now, this was insanely important and helps to really speed up for an individual's workflow. And that's the power of having the plugin directly into Gmail, Outlook, LinkedIn, and LinkedIn Sales Navigator. I also could use a quick insert. So I'm going to reply to somebody. Let's just say this is my person I'm replying to, or I'm going to compose a message. I just simply do the quick insert, and now I come inside of here and I've got my message, and boom, boom, boom. Like that. That's how fast it is. So really, really, really cool feature set. Now that same feature set is also available right here inside of LinkedIn. So you should be seeing my LinkedIn right now. And here is my co-founder, the beautiful, amazing Miss Vivica Von Rosen. And I'm inside of here, and I need to send her a message. And she said, hey, how do you change your plan? And I'm like, oh, crud. What is that code to change my plan? Was it, you know what? I'm not going to even have to remember. I'm just going to come inside of here, and I'm going to put inside of here plans. And I'm going to hit search. And I can come inside of here and say, oh, there it is. Change plans. But you know what? I don't need to exit out of this to insert that inside of here. No, all I need to do is do a quick insert, and there it shows up right inside of the content. So really, really cool. And I can hit send, and away I go. With that in mind, it goes right inside of there, and now Vivica can see my entire message. Or I can go old school way, and I can just do -ZM as an example. And there's my Zoom info, and I send that to her, and away she has it, and she's off and running. So I can go old school way, or I can go new school way and utilize any of my messages right inside of here to be able to inject directly into LinkedIn. This also works the same on LinkedIn Sales Navigator. I'll let that load just 1 second here. But this is important. You can get to this here. You can get to this also through messaging as well. And you can see that whether I'm on this or anything else, I can simply click right inside of here, and you'll be able to have LinkedIn, FlyMSG be able to pop up directly inside of your messaging right inside of here. So this is also available and out and in the public as well. And then I also have it embedded into LinkedIn Sales Navigator. So if I come over here, I can also use this for a InMail. I can also use this for a regular message. And here you see Vivica Von Rosen as well. and I'm going to simply insert BRB, and bada bing, bada boom, it inserts just the same way as well. So now all my templates, my prospecting messages, I can quickly insert them right into the messaging queue. But what if I am going to send a personalized connection request message? Well, where's that at? Well, if I want to send a personalized connection request message and I'm doing it to a series of people who engage with my post, as an example, I'm just going to do a fly message called -CR for connection request. And right inside of here, I can come in and I can say, hey, in this case, it's Gabrielle. Thanks for engaging with my post. Let's connect. Since we share common interests with my favorite fun topic related to ERP. So this is just an example of one. I obviously am not going to send this, but you can see directly that I can use that for injecting right inside of LinkedIn. But hold on 1 second. Wait a minute. Let us put some boom into this. Ha ha! I've been waiting to say that for a long time. All right. We will be injecting right inside of here in the coming future the ability to use AI to introduce yourself as an example, and to actually have it write for you and put content right inside of here so that it works just like you see happening right inside of here. And so I'll have the ability to be able to do that and to have AI write for me and generate my actual LinkedIn connection request messages or utilize my actual fly messages. So there's your quick cool thing that we will be injecting into LinkedIn. Now, I want to come back here to Gmail, because one of the things that we just released was the ability to be able to leverage FlyMSG inside of Google Chat. You might be wondering, wait a minute, I thought it was there. Yes, it was. And we had to do some programming to be able to fix some new code that Gmail put inside of here. So right inside of here, I have the ability to be able to do -ZM. So you can join my room. You can see it deploying right inside of there. Or I can do -BRB, and I can bring all my codes right directly into Google Chat. So that is back and available and working. And also, if you were to use Keep as an example, right over here, and I were to create a new note, so let's just go ahead and take a new note, and I were to do -BRB, you can see I can now use FlyMSG inside of Google Keep as well. So that's working and deploying right inside of the window there. So those are some new features and new things that have been launched. And why we did it was to be able to integrate the experience of all of your shortcuts directly into, again, the Gmail experience, the LinkedIn experience, the LinkedIn Sales Navigator experience, and Outlook Online. Now, I don't use Outlook Online, so I can't show you, but I absolutely know that it is working inside of there. So please make sure that you leverage that. Now, I do want to show you one quick tip as well. And let's go back over here. I did some color coding early on, and I want to show, well, what happens if something is showing up kind of in a white background? Is it a mistake? No, it's not a mistake. Let's look at this one. Okay, so my -intro FU or VC in background and -bio. So inside of FlyMSG, if you want to change the way that looks, all you have to do is come here. You can do the advanced search. Here I'm going to do for the word bio. And right inside of here, I'm going to highlight all my content from there, hold down my shift key, right to there. And there is inside of here the ability to turn off any colored backgrounds. And so when you do that, you can remove any of the colors. When you remove those colors, they will no longer show up. And it's actually a good best practice to not color your backgrounds, unlike what I did, because of the various different editors and platforms there. So with that in mind, that's how you get rid of it inside of the window, and it should automatically sync. So I'm just going to come here, and oops, not a new chat. I'm going to do a new, oh man, compose. And right inside of here, we'll mouse over and wait a minute. What's going on here? Live demo. All right, so I gotta figure out what I did wrong. Wait, sorry, clicked in the wrong spots. There. There. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Very sensitive. So I got to figure out what I did wrong to be able to change that background. Maybe I did it wrong inside of there. But nonetheless, when I deploy now, you don't see any type of challenges or issues related to a background. So that having been said, with that in mind, let's take some time to talk about some use cases. So one of the things I want to showcase, whether you are a individual, coming back, whether you are an individual customer service rep or you are a social media person or a marketer, I want to show you a best practice and a quick tip related to utilizing FlyMSG so that you can be able to improve your productivity. Yeah, that's super important to be able to improve your productivity. And with that in mind, I do want to show you this cool little tip right inside of here. And that includes the ability to be able to leverage hashtags. So you may not have thought about this, but one of the things that I do a lot is publish content. And that published content that you can leverage and utilize, in fact, allows you to be able to bring in new content, new hashtags, new content into your status updates. And so oftentimes people say, well, how is it that you figured out what your hashtags are? Well, I'm going to show you a little hack that we utilize. And this is if you're a blogger, affiliate marketer, social media marketing manager, a marketer, what you can possibly do. Before I show you this, I believe that we have a video, if I'm not mistaken. The man behind the curtain, I just want to make sure, do we have a video to show anybody right now? Yes, we do. Let's roll that video right now.
FlyMSG, what is it? A text expansion and personal writing assistant. And that actually is what I'm so excited about. We launched this product a little over a year and a half ago, and the market told us it wasn't just a sales productivity tool, rather a business productivity tool that any knowledge worker who uses a computer all day long can utilize to help speed up their productivity. So, in a nutshell, it helps you write faster, it helps you increase your productivity, and it helps to give back time back to your day to be able to help you increase revenue for your company, yourself, or even just give you more personal time back to do things like exercise, as an example. That's what FlyMSG is. It is a personal writing assistant and text expansion tool.
All right, there you go. So that's what FlyMSG is for those of you that are just tuning in right now. And with that in mind, let me come here to LinkedIn. So I'm going to actually start writing right inside of LinkedIn. And let's just say I'm writing a post related to social selling, social selling, and blah, 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 and blah. All right. So now I've written my whole entire post and I want to insert my hashtags. So I've developed a fly cut called -HT_biz. And as soon as I do that, it puts in all of the individual hashtags right inside of here. What it also does is it allows me to be able to insert at mentions. These at mentions, when I put my cursor right over between the at sign and the first letter, I can now select the company and it'll auto tag them right inside of LinkedIn. So that's a quick hack. I also have this for, excuse me. I also have this if I was writing a personalized post for Instagram as an example online, or if I was putting this out on Twitter as an example. I have a series of hashtags that I utilize that I can then copy and paste, delete things that I don't want. So I have another one called -HT, and then I think it's fam, for family. And there you go. Right inside of there, I have the ability to be able to put these other additional hashtags. So there's a use case for a social media marketing manager, for a marketing individual, an individual business owner, for anybody who's publishing thought leadership content. This works on Facebook. It works on LinkedIn. It works on Twitter. It works on IG, all the social media platforms that you can leverage, and you can develop different ones. Now, why do I use the quick tip? Why do I use a dash? And why do I use HT? Well, for me, these are my codes. This is how I remember. This is how I remember. Why? Because if I come inside of here, I can simply look at all my different messages, and I've got some method to my madness. Now, you'll notice that some of these I use the dash, and some of these I don't. In most cases, I'm using a dash. The ones that I don't is because I've been using the text expander for the last 7 years until we built it ourselves. And I just have these things memorized. So when someone joins my podcast, I have the podcast follow-up message that I send out to them. It takes me less than 3 seconds to be able to close out a follow-up message. But going forward, all new stuff, I have a dash in front of. So why the dash? Let's talk about that. Well, if I were to just have the word bio, B-I-O, then every time I wrote that word bio inside of a message anywhere online, and someone says, I am thinking about my bio, as soon as I write B-I-O anywhere online, FlyMSG is going to expand out all that text. And you're going to be like, no, I didn't want to do that. So this is also very important for those individuals that work for a corporation. And in the corporation, you may have acronyms. And those acronyms are things that you utilize for, as an example, BIO. BIO may be an application name. Who knows? So to be able to avert building out the message while you're actually typing, and your intention is to utilize the real word bio inside of a sentence, all you have to do is use dash and then B-I, and I'm not going to do that because it's going to build it out. So dash BIO. That's what we recommend and why we say put in a dash. It could also alternatively be a semicolon. You can do that. Or you can also do another figure, which might be a star, anything like that. The reason why we use dash is because it is a single keystroke on your keyboard, albeit it's by the number keys. Some people like to use the semicolon, which is your pinky on the keyboard. However, I don't like using the semicolon because my pinky isn't my strongest typing finger. So it actually makes me have to think to click brain to muscle movement on the pinky, and it causes me problems sometimes. So with that in mind, my non-ring finger, on the other hand, is my stronger finger, and therefore I use the dash. I don't care what you use. You can use anything you want, but I do recommend that you always build in some sort of character in front of your fly cuts, aka shortcuts there. So that's a use case. Last use case I'm going to show you is related to, as an example, if I'm a customer service agent and I'm on Zendesk. Now, I don't have Zendesk open right now, or HubSpot Service Desk, or fill in the blank, but any online service tool, just pretend that we're inside of Zendesk right now, all right? This is not the best demo because I'm using Gmail for faking Zendesk. I didn't open it, my apologies. But if you're inside of Zendesk and someone has written, hey, how do I change my plans? All right, or my plan for my individual self. I've got a code written inside here called -CHG PLANS, change plans. Now, why do I have CHG PLANS? Because I created it, because it makes sense to me in my little brain and how I think. That's how it works. So you can come inside here and you can pre-build things with images, as an example. You can pre-build things with video, explainer videos, and you can deploy that content directly into platforms like Zendesk or HubSpot Service Desk, etc. And so that is a really, really cool feature that I wanted to showcase for the customer service rep in being able to utilize FlyMSG. And all you have to do is come inside here and you can change the name to Bob, whoever it is that you're messaging. Now, there will be some new technology that we'll be launching called variables, and these variables will allow you to be able to automatically insert first name tokens, and wherever you have that first name token, whether it's in the front, the middle, the end, or 20 times, all you have to do is type it once and it puts it in everywhere else. And we'll be able to read things like your email too. If we can see a first name, we'll insert automatically for the name of that individual. So all new stuff forthcoming right inside of FlyMSG, and I'm very excited about that. With that in mind, I don't think there are any questions that I see coming out of here. Someone asked in the chat, thank you very much for your questions. I appreciate that. Someone asked specifically, hey, is it possible for you to turn off the capability of FlyMSG inside of Gmail or Outlook? And with that in mind, the answer is no. No, you cannot turn it off. We do not want you to turn it off. We want you to have that accessible, because then we're going to get an influx of questions of how do I turn it back on? So with that in mind, there's not really much of a bother. It essentially sits right there on top of the comment or the message box. And if you don't need it at that particular message, don't use it. No problem. And inside of LinkedIn, someone comment here, hey, there was a problem with filters in being able to utilize my filters on LinkedIn. Can I now use FlyMSG and filters? Thank you very much for asking that question. The answer is yes. As a matter of fact, we just pushed a fix last night. It was a hot fix that we pushed through the Chrome store and Edge. Thank goodness for Chrome and how efficient they are, because they approved it within 24 hours. Unfortunately, Edge is going to take up to 7 days. They got to get their act together. So all my Bing and Edge friends and Microsoft friends, get your act together there, please. And stop waiting 7 business days to approve an update. Nonetheless, Edge folks, sorry, the fix will be there soon for you. And with that in mind, all you have to do on Chrome is update your the FlyMSG extension, and we fixed that problem as of last night. It took us less than 24 hours. Thank you to the development team. So that also applies, since you didn't ask this question, thank you for asking, but you didn't realize, or may not have realized, that there was an impact to doing search filters on LinkedIn Sales Navigator as well. And that has now since been resolved. And we found that problem literally 24 hours ago, and our team jumped right on it, and we fixed that. So that's good to know. With that in mind, those are the major questions that are inside there. So, hey, the man behind the curtain, Felipe, roll that video.
I have referred FlyMSG to, naturally, because I'm a fan of the product, I've referred it out to tons of people, and they've used it, and they've continued to use it. My name is Connor Doobie. I am the acting chief marketing officer at Proven Content, and we help technical B2B industries get their blogs, their videos, press releases, newsletters done on a regular basis. You know, the biggest challenge we've had before using FlyMSG, we do a lot of prospecting through LinkedIn. And not just myself, I use it for podcast invites, but our team across the board, we have 6 or 7 people across our team who are either vendors or internal that leverage, LinkedIn prospecting. And so, it just takes so much time to send messages out, to copy and paste. I've used a lot of other apps, and there's apps where you can copy and paste stuff in, but there's still that extra step, which seems very minimal, but adds up significantly to a lot of time. Biggest benefits we've seen using FlyMSG is, the most important and crucial resource we have, which is time. And I've, cut myself down 30 minutes, an hour a day, simply just myself personally. But when you add that up across the several folks in our SDRs who are leveraging FlyMSG, that has really added up to hours and hours every single week. And so by saving time, we've saved a lot of money, and we're able to shortcut that and get more messages out, reach more people, which ultimately B2B sales, at the end of the day, you got to be able to reach people, and it's a numbers game. But if you can't get the numbers of outreaches, then it's a struggle to get enough into the pipeline. Funny enough, my favorite features of FlyMSG is just how simple it is to use FlyMSG, and the autosave feature. You don't have to do anything quirky. It's just right there in a browser in your computer. The ability to go in and edit stuff is really easy. If I want to tweak my message, takes a quick second, don't have to copy and paste anything, and then I'm back to rolling on my tasks for the day. So I would recommend FlyMSG to others in a similar role. And to be honest, without even having this discussion or talking to the FlyMSG team about it, I have referred FlyMSG to many number of users at this point. I've only been using it maybe a few months now, and I've just naturally, because I'm a fan of the product, I've referred it out to tons of people, and they've used it and they've continued to use it.